Hello again, and welcome to my new edition on my section, the Godhead and the Program. We come to the second part of the face of the Godhead that I have introduced in the last episode, the keepers of the wheel. And in the last episode, we were looking at the way these forces impact us individually, through the influence of the fifth line being a yang line, the way males are so much more oriented to believe that, if law says that something is like that, if everybody believes that it must be true, right? And that it is indeed the yin that has access to realize that, well, just because something seems, everybody believes something doesn't mean I have to believe it. The fifth line is about the heresy and the way each gate expresses its potential for heresy. And here today, we're going to look at that and the way it operates through gates 41 and 19. In other words, the way these keepers of the wheel impact the psychology of the not self and the way they have contributed to the world to become the not self world. It starts with the 41 is the one that comes next, and here you see that the yang, yin, yin, that is the foundation that unites all four gates of the keepers of the wheel, here is topped by the yin, yang, which is the symbol of duality, the symbol of bondings. In other words, that this is the gate that embodies, the spirit and that expresses itself through a form that brings human beings together. In other words, this is a gate that is there to act as glue for human spirituality. Where different human beings bind together in a shared dream, in a shared fantasy, in a shared desire, in a shared utopia. Whatever that is, it can be misery loves company, it can be hope, it can be fear, people that are afraid of the same devils, that hope for the same gods. What depends on what is the glue. What is the shared desire, because that is going to become the fuel for the experience, for the shared experience. Whether that shared experience is something collective that we share with everyone, or whether it is something more personal, more intimate that we share with someone in particular. That this is the fuel for the stream of feelings, So it represents the spirit that is going to fuel the potential of all those feelings that are possible if two people unite in a shared desire to bring about the same experience. Then again, as it happens with feelings that trigger expectations on a cyclical base, because this is part of the sensing circuit, that we realize that even though before the experience we seem to agree on having the same desire, after the experience, we do not feel the same way. After the experience, there seemed to be so much misunderstanding, like what I desired no longer seems to be what you desired. And, the way you desire to go for more and the way I desire to go for more after the experience may no longer be the same. In the end, each individual spirit is an incarnation. And what is left is this, the 41, the disappointed expectations. The way that love turns into hate. That this is the place where, the spirit dies and has to be reborn from its own ashes by realizing what is human in me. Because if I believe what everybody believes, I grow as depressed as them. If I believe what everyone believes, then I will act like they all do.